The morning light rises slowly over the city. At first, it touches only the highest rooftops. Clay tiles glow faint orange. Marble temples begin to shine. Then, as the sun climbs, the light spills downward, across columns, across narrow streets, across the restless heart of the greatest city on earth. Imagine standing here. You are on a hill just before dawn breaks fully. Below you stretches Rome in the year 100 AD, a vast, living organism of stone, smoke, voices, and motion. Nearly 1 million people breathe, work, argue, trade, and dream within these walls. This is not a quiet place. Even now, before the day has fully begun, you hear it. The distant rumble of carts, the echo of footsteps on stone, the soft murmur of early vendors preparing their stalls. A city already awake. This is Rome at its peak. A city that commands an empire stretching from the cold forests of the north to the burning deserts of the south. From the misty Atlantic shores to the fertile lands beyond the eastern seas. Everything flows toward this place. Wealth, goods, people, ideas, all roads lead here. And today we walk through it. We begin at the edge. The massive walls stand tall, guarding the city. Beyond them, the countryside is already active. Farmers move with animals. Traders approach in long lines, carrying goods from distant provinces. Olive oil from Hispania, grain from Egypt, wine from Gaul, marble from Greece. As they pass through the gates, the scale becomes clear. The streets narrow quickly. Tall apartment buildings rise on both sides. These are insulae, homes for the majority, for 5, sometimes 6 stories high. Wooden beams, plastered walls, balconies crowded with hanging laundry. Families live packed together inside, often in small, dark rooms. The smell is strong. Smoke from cooking fires mixes with waste in the streets. Water flows unevenly through gutters. Yet this is life for most Romans. Dense, noisy, close. Look closer. A woman leans out from a balcony, calling to someone below. A child runs barefoot across the stones. A baker opens his shop, placing fresh bread in the window. The scent spreads quickly, warm and inviting. Bread is everything here. It is distributed daily to many citizens. Grain shipments arriving from across the empire ensure that Rome is fed. Without them, the city would starve within days. Move forward. The street opens into a wider road. Traffic increases. Carts creak under heavy loads. Animals push through the crowd. Drivers shout, trying to clear a path. There are no traffic rules in the modern sense. Only noise, urgency, and constant negotiation. You step aside as a wealthy man passes. He is carried in a litter. Slaves move in rhythm, lifting him above the crowd. He does not walk these streets. His world is different. Follow him. He turns toward a quieter district. The buildings change. The insulae give way to domus, private homes of the rich. Large doorways, painted walls, inner courtyards filled with light. Inside one, the morning begins gently. Water flows into a shallow pool at the center. Sunlight reflects off its surface, dancing across the walls. A household slave sweeps the floor. Another prepares food. The master of the house sits calmly, reading or dictating letters. Life here is controlled, ordered. But outside, the city never pauses. Now we move toward the center. The forum. As you approach, the noise shifts. It becomes sharper, more focused. Voices rise in debate. Footsteps echo across stone plazas. The space opens suddenly, and there it is. A vast rectangle surrounded by temples, basilicas, and monuments. This is the heart of Rome. Stand here and look around. Columns stretch upward, carved with detail. Statues of leaders, gods, and heroes line the edges. Every structure tells a story of power and memory. Triumphs celebrated, victories recorded, authority made visible. People gather everywhere. Merchants negotiate deals. Lawyers argue cases. Senators move in groups, their white garments marked by deep red stripes. Citizens stop to listen, to watch, to participate in the life of the city. Politics is not distant here. It happens in public, in open space, where words can shape the future. Look toward the steps of a large building. A speaker stands before a crowd. His voice rises above the noise, carrying across the forum. Some listen closely, others argue back. This is Rome's pulse: discussion, disagreement, persuasion. Power is visible, but it is also contested. From here, we walk further. Beyond the forum, construction continues. The city is never finished. New buildings rise even as others decay. Workers cut stone. Slaves carry materials. Architects oversee designs that will shape the skyline for generations. Rome is constantly rebuilding itself. Now the sun is higher. Heat settles over the streets. Shadows shorten. The pace of life increases. We move toward a different space, a place of leisure. The baths. From the outside, they appear like massive complexes. Wide entrances, tall walls. Inside, the scale is even greater. Rooms of different temperatures, pools of warm and cold water, open courtyards, exercise areas. This is where Rome gathers. Men of all classes enter. Some come to wash, others to socialize. Deals are made here. Friendships are maintained. News spreads quickly within these walls. Listen carefully. Voices echo against stone. Water splashes. Laughter rises. The sound of bodies moving through space. Relaxed but alive. A man steps into a warm pool. Steam surrounds him. Another sits nearby, discussing business. A group exercises in the courtyard, throwing a ball back and forth. This is daily life. Not grand, not distant, human. Now step back outside. The brightness feels stronger after the baths. The streets are even more crowded now. Midday has arrived. Food vendors are everywhere. You smell roasted meat, fresh bread, herbs and spices. People eat quickly, standing, talking, moving. There is little stillness. Time is always pressing forward. We continue walking toward the edge of another district. Here, the atmosphere changes again. Workshops line the streets. Metalworkers hammer tools. Potters shape clay. Dyers stain fabrics in deep, rich colors. This is the working city. Hands are always busy. Production never stops. Goods made here will travel across the empire. Some will return in different forms, carrying stories of distant lands. Look at the workers. Their lives are not easy. Long hours, physical labor, limited comfort. Yet they are essential. Without them, the city cannot function. Rome depends on them. As the day moves on, shadows begin to stretch again. The heat softens. We walk toward a large open space. The circus, a massive structure built for spectacle. Rows upon rows of seating rise high above the track. Even when empty, it feels immense, capable of holding hundreds of thousands. Today, it is not empty. Crowds gather for races. Energy builds. People shout, cheer, argue over teams and outcomes. Colors divide them. Loyalties run deep. The race begins. Chariots burst forward. Horses strain against harnesses. Dust rises into the air. The sound is overwhelming. Wheels rattle. Voices roar. For a moment, the entire city seems to focus on this single event. Speed, risk, competition. Life condensed into a few intense laps. Then it ends. But the excitement lingers. People talk about it as they leave. Winners and losers. Close turns. Crashes avoided or endured. The memory becomes part of the city's rhythm. Now the sun begins to lower. Light softens again, turning gold. We return to the streets. Shadows grow longer. The pace slows slightly. Shops begin to close. Some workers finish their tasks. Others prepare for evening activity. But Rome does not sleep easily. As darkness approaches, another world begins. Torches are lit. Fires glow inside homes. The smell of cooking fills the air again. Voices change in tone. Less urgent, more relaxed, but still present. In the wealthy homes, dinners begin. Guests arrive. Conversations flow. Food is served in courses. Music may play softly in the background. Discussions move from politics to philosophy, from daily matters to deeper reflections. In the insulae, life is different. Families gather in small spaces. Meals are simple. Bread, vegetables, maybe a bit of meat. Children grow quiet. The day's energy fades into tiredness. Outside, the streets remain active. Some people work late. Others wander. Entertainment continues in various forms. Rome does not fully rest. Stand still for a moment. Listen. The city breathes, not as a single sound, but as many layers. Voices overlapping, footsteps fading, distant laughter, the crackle of fire. This is not just a place. It is a system, a balance of power, labor, wealth, and survival. A structure held together by roads, laws, and constant movement. Every person here plays a role, from the emperor far above to the worker in the street. All connected, and yet beneath the strength there is tension. The city is powerful but also fragile. It depends on supply, order, and control. Remove one element and the balance shifts. But for now, in this moment, Rome stands at its height. Confident, expansive, alive. As night settles fully, the sky darkens above the rooftops. Stars begin to appear, faint at first, then clearer. The city does not disappear in the darkness. Continues, quietly, steadily, endlessly. And you, standing here, are part of it just for a moment in time. Night settles deeper over the city. The last light fades from the marble, and Rome transforms. What was once bright and exposed now becomes shadowed and intimate. The streets narrow further in darkness. Familiar paths feel uncertain. The sounds change, but they do not disappear. Imagine walking now. A small oil lamp flickers in your hand. Its glow reaches only a few steps ahead. Beyond that, shapes move in shadow. Voices drift from unseen corners. Somewhere a door closes. Somewhere else, laughter rises, then fades. Rome at night is not empty. It is divided. In the wealthier districts, the evening continues with quiet control. Inside large homes, dinners stretch into long conversations. Reclining guests speak of politics, of philosophy, of distant provinces. Wine is poured slowly. Servants move carefully, almost silently. Here, time feels measured. A man pauses mid-sentence, considering his words. Outside, the empire shifts and moves. Inside, decisions are shaped that will influence it. Far from here, in the upper floors of crowded insulae, the night is different. The air is heavy. Rooms are close and warm. Families sleep in shared spaces. Some lie awake, listening. The creak of wood, the murmur of neighbors, the occasional shout from the street below. Fire is always a danger. One spark, one careless flame, and entire buildings can vanish before morning. Buckets of water sit ready. Watchfulness never fully fades. Step back onto the street. The city watch moves slowly through the darkness. They carry lanterns, scanning alleys, listening for trouble. Their presence is steady, but not absolute. Rome is too vast to control completely. In some corners, crime finds space. Quick movement, purse taken, a figure disappearing into the maze of streets. The city absorbs it as it absorbs everything. Yet not all of night is tense. Move toward a different sound. Music. A tavern glows with warm light. Inside, people gather close. Workers, travelers, soldiers. They drink, talk, argue. Stories are exchanged, some true, some exaggerated. Laughter breaks through the noise. Here, the empire feels close. A soldier speaks of the northern frontier. Cold winds, dense forests, distant tribes. Another man describes the heat of the southern deserts. Endless sand, bright skies, long journeys. Rome listens to itself. It hears the edges of its own reach through the voices of those who have traveled far beyond its walls. As the night deepens, the crowds thin. The city slows, but it does not stop. Somewhere, a baker begins again. Before dawn, preparation starts. Grain is ground. Dough is shaped. Fires are lit. By the time the sun returns, bread must be ready. The rhythm never breaks. Now lift your gaze. Above the rooftops, the stars stretch across the sky. The same sky seen by farmers in distant provinces. by soldiers on the frontier, by sailors crossing dark seas. Rome connects them all, not just through roads and power, but through shared time, shared systems, shared expectations. And at the center of it all stands authority. Far from the crowded streets, within guarded walls, the emperor rests. In the year 100 AD, the empire is under the rule of Trajan. His presence is not constant in the streets, but it is everywhere in effect. His decisions shape the flow of resources, the movement of armies, the construction of buildings. His image appears in statues, in coins, in the symbols of state power. To many, he is distant. To others, he is everything. Under his rule, the empire expands. Roads extend further. Trade increases. Wealth flows into Rome in greater volume than ever before. But expansion carries weight. Every new territory must be managed. Every border defended. Every population governed. Rome's strength is not only in its armies, but in its systems. Look again at the city. Water flows through aqueducts, entering Rome from distant sources. Feeds fountains, baths, homes. Sustains life on a massive scale. Without it, the city would collapse. The same is true of grain. Ships arrive constantly at ports, carrying food from fertile lands. From there, it moves along roads, into storage, into distribution. A complex network, always in motion. If it stops, even briefly, the effects are immediate. Crowds grow restless. Hunger spreads quickly. This is the hidden side of power. Not just conquest, but maintenance. Not just victory, but stability. Now, as the night begins to give way, the sky lightens slightly. A soft gray replaces the darkness. Rome prepares to begin again. Walk toward the river. The Tiber moves steadily, reflecting the early light. Boats are already active. Goods are loaded, unloaded, counted. Workers move with practiced rhythm. The river is a lifeline, connects the city to the wider world. It carries resources inward and sends influence outward. Stand here and watch. A shipment arrives from afar. Amphorae filled with oil, sacks of grain, crates of goods whose origins span thousands of miles. Each item tells a story of land cultivated, of labor performed, of journeys completed, all converging here. Now turn back toward the city. The gates open again. More people enter. More activity begins. The cycle repeats. But beneath this repetition, something deeper exists. A question: how long can this continue? Rome appears eternal. Its buildings are solid. The systems are advanced. Its reach is vast. Yet every part depends on balance. Too much expansion and resources stretch thin. Too much concentration of wealth and divisions deepen. Too much reliance on constant flow, and any disruption becomes dangerous. These are not immediate threats. They are quiet pressures, invisible in daily life but always present. Look again at the people. A senator walking with purpose. A merchant counting coins. A laborer carrying stone. A child watching the world with curiosity. Each life is small on its own. Together they create the whole. Rome is not just marble and monuments. It is human. It breathes through its people. It survives through their actions. And it is shaped by their choices. As the sun rises once more, the city returns to full light. The same streets, the same sounds, the same motion. But no day is exactly the same. Decisions made yesterday carry forward. Actions taken today will echo into tomorrow. Some will build, some will strain, some will be forgotten, yet all contribute to the ongoing story. Stand once more at a distance. From the hill where we began, look out over the city. Roofs stretching endlessly, smoke rising in thin lines, movement visible even from here. It feels unstoppable. A center of the world. A place where power gathers and radiates outward, but also a place where complexity grows, where every solution creates new challenges, where every success carries unseen costs. This is the reality of Rome at its peak. Not just glory, not just dominance, but balance. Delicate, constant, and never fully secure. The city does not know its future, cannot see the centuries ahead, It does not imagine decline. It only knows the present, strength, activity, continuity, and so it continues, day after day, night after night, building, consuming, expanding, maintaining, a vast system sustained by countless hands and decisions. And you, having walked its streets, having seen its layers, step away. The sounds begin to fade, the details soften, but the impression remains. A city alive in every sense, complex, powerful, human. Rome in the year 100 AD, at its height, and already quietly carrying the weight of everything it has become.